Hello. Oh, hello. Don't worry about it. Just a couple of buffs. Just a couple of buffs. Just a couple of buffs. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just a couple of buffs. What the fuck? Don't worry about it. Silly. Silly. Actually silly. But we're gonna test it right now. We're gonna play Unholy and we're gonna fucking test it right now. See what the crack is. That's crazy. That's crazy, dog. Get this shit fucking going. I wonder if they fix unyielding nether prism yet. Increase the crit chance. Sorry, crit damage. It's fucking mega. I'm just gonna use that for now. So we are most definitely sincerely playing this. Flash Heller. What else? Critical strike damage. All these damage. Bruh. I am. No, I'm gonna pin that. Take a little look ski. Have a little look at that. Have a little gander at that. Put your eyeballs on that. Bit shit they didn't change what's it, Frostbane. But this is massive. Menacing Mages fires shadow bolts up to 8 nearby enemies, and we're just crit nukers now. Begs the question. No, we don't go all serve about that. Ugh. Heavy on the mastery. Are we heavy on the crit as well? Let's put some crit shit on. Let's do a key. Let's see what comes out of it. That's crazy. Let's leave it at that. A nice balanced build. Let's find a key. Yeah, mainly Unholy got a fantastic, humongous buff. Tazavest Streets. Also, must transform myself instantly, or it will be a DPS downgrade. That's what I'm saying. Fuck, I love pets. Death score damage got buffed. Bride of the Apocalypse got fixed. You can't. I think you just have to stick with this for now. You take off maybe Death Drop, Desecrate. And try this out. I'm going to try the new raid as well. So we can try a full crit build with the new change to the mastery. Can't believe that. Frost got an insane buff. All damage increased by 10%. Probably because Frozen Dominion generate multiple stacks of mastery buff from the same target. Don't think that's that bad. That's not that big. That's not that That's mainly a single target thing. Because it would just stack up to 5 anyway. That's big. Frost slice damage increased. That means you're almost going to always use that on like 2. And then obliterate damage by 30%. That's going to make 2-hand very viable. I think this is the big. This is the cake. Oh god, this video is going to go fucking hard tomorrow, boys. Mastery increased the critical strike damage of your minions and diseases by 20%. Interesting that it just says minions and diseases. So spells aren't affected by that. Spells not affected by that. Epidemic, Death Claw, wound damage. Command of the Dead increases Legion of Souls damage. Unholy Aura, Legion of Souls. Harbinger of Doom. You do want to pick this. You have to pick that. Alright. I'm leaning into the crit. Yes. That's my. Oh, I don't even have any mastery flask. That's cool. Whatever. Let's see what the crack. See what the crack is. And I love crack. It's gonna be awful. Doing this key for the first time. Again. Oh, exciting. I was gonna go to bed. It's 11:30 where I am. Oh, okay, hello. What? Thank you very much to Survivor Hunter, just killing everything. I'm ignoring everything, so I just want to get this rotation down. I haven't managed to major, so where's the damage? There it is. Huh, the FPS drops. These fish sticks, they pull far too many of these. Dude. Fucking hell. Yeah, so we can't do anything right now. Oh, I'm dead. That's big. Legion damage is ridiculous. Yeah, just keep it here, mate. So many of these fucking fish sticks. It's the scale binders that do it, I'm certain. If I remember correctly. That big guy's gonna pull? No way it doesn't. Yes, the PTR has just come online. These fish sticks have far too much HP. I'll double check. Does that help you? I don't actually know. I have actually no idea about warrior stuff whatsoever. Don't need to do that. I'm literally about to. It's so weird. I'm not looking at Apocalypse and thinking, oh, that's gonna apply dots, but it does. Thank God I'm a ranged class here. Is Thane very good? Did he get a buff or anything like that? Buff the tier set by 700%. Oh my God. You know something's gone wrong when you have to buff it by 700%. Jeez. Oh. Not Ebon Fever. That's not a dub. What does that mean? Right, now we get to see how the fight has changed a little bit now. Come over here, pop it in there. I wonder if I should go back to haste. What was that? Valorous Bolt. Oh, I didn't see where everything was. Oh, Darian Mograine doing much more than before. Legion of Souls still does a decent amount of damage there. My plater is available to Twitch subs or donators, brother. You can. All you have to do is do it once and you've got it forever. Am I good? What's going on here? Oh, this is nice. This is good. Everything's gonna be dead. Sick. Legion of Souls has a silly amount of damage, actually. My pet died. That's cringe. My pet's dead again. Dude, that's so cringe. No. Is my pet gonna die every single time then, to whatever that thing is? I'm dead. That's good. That seems pretty broken. We're still heavy on the mastery. Can't really tell if crit or haste actually gonna be better. I'm gonna absolutely give it to this guy. I'm gonna absolutely give it. Quite a wide speed range. Oh, shut up. Oh, I'm so good. This boss is gonna fucking AIDS. Thank God I can fucking heal myself. So fucking arse. So shit. The boss, not Unholy, the boss. That's what I'm saying. Done it correctly, feels good. Not gonna lie, not a big fan of Legion of Souls. Yeah, there's nothing really very interactive about it. That's for sure. It's literally just press damage done. Nothing special. White main doing good damage, Clawing Shadows. I feel like it's going to be kind of San Laney here, where you might end up casting Clawing Shadows no matter what. You have so many passive, dude. Oh, Drifting Star, I remember that. That was triple bum to use. good evening. Are we decent now? Well, the boss on paper looked really big. However, this is the first time I'm trying it, so I'm not too sure. I'll let you know when I know. What was that? Never mind. You'd rather have army and or A-bomb. I think they should make army an empower spell. And you can just fully charge it to do AoE. Or you can like semi-charge it to do single target. Excuse me. I'm going to try Frost afterwards and see what the buffs look like. I'm feeling I'm going to be up for a long time tonight. One of the coolest things about Desecrate is the fact that it's free. So that's just the boss and Priory. Fantastic. Oh, don't do it. Don't stack it like that. If I remember correctly, there's like a phase. There you go. Oh. Am I dead? Let's get it. That does look sick. Healer mechanic. Not for me. I ain't touching that. Not gonna lie, when I heard there was a rework, I was hoping to stop the wound nonsense, ramp up minions. Yeah, I could do the minions. I like the minions. That's a necessity, I think, for this spec. Fuck's sake. I don't really care about the wounds, you know. I might be the only person in the world that doesn't care about wounds. Just bake it into why minions spawn or something. 1 minute to kill this. That collapsing star is so far away. Oh, okay. I do miss Gargoyle though. Genuinely. I love that guy. It felt powerful. Oh, really? That's pretty quick, actually. Oh no, we haven't even done the forces. Little. Also, I want our minions to have updated graphics like Warlock's got. We got some, didn't we? We got a couple of reskins, but they're not amazing. Is this guy 5%? I think they need to play more on the fact that like summoning an army of demons. Huh. Oh shit. How do we get out of it? 1%. Yeah, just take a look at the pins, big man. Oh, okay. Yeah, take a look at the pins. That's all the buffs and changes to DK. They're just released now. What? How do I get to the other bit? Is it through here? Yeah, it is. Thanks for telling me, guys. GG's. Hey, look at this. Mount. The buff's that good on Unholy? Not really. No, I'm joking. They on paper they seem pretty massive. That's annoying. It's not done the overall. Where's the mount? Is it automatically there? Oops. Oh yeah, there you go. So that is, whoa. Shut the fuck up. Dude, that's sick. That's so sick. Look at that. It's nice. Frost not super strong. I'm actually going to test it right now. Should be. That's enough for riders. Let's change the video title. We'll do a frost check. That's annoying that I couldn't even look at the overall there. Let's put that. Let's just do that for the purpose of testing. So Frozen Dominion. I still think you go this. Even with the changes, I still think you do this. Maybe Everfrost now instead of Runic Overflow. Or maybe I'm doing strength? No, surely not. Keep this build for now. Let's try another one. I quite like to try this. Pause of Atonement. With this Gambit again. Lots of DKs. Yeah, Frost did receive a buff. And it's making me, I think I'm still going to play Frost. So it's very exciting. Okay, I'll start my own group then. Which dungeon should we do? Let's do Gambit because we just did Gambit. I've got one already. I love the breath rework too, so that you can keep playing Frost normally while Frost is I know exactly what you're saying. I read it poorly, but I do know what you're saying. I think it's so good. I think because it was stupid before, the fact that you couldn't press any of your runic power spenders. Nobody liked that. Oh, I played with him before. Oh. Sorry, guy. No offense, bro. That key just there, I'll be honest, Unholy felt okay for a couple of the pulls. I see, what am I doing? Get the fucking cool mount going. Get this sick one. Look at that. That's nice. And how long is it going to take us to get a tank and a healer? Oh, also. Let's get some flasks. Midnight. Bruh. I wonder if Frostbane will still see some play now with the buffs. One thing I am going to be worried about is if you end up playing Unholy, that you need crit mastery for M+, and haste mastery for single target rate. Such a good point, actually. Such a good point. Didn't think of that. That's so true. Then just fuck it. Just play Frost. You know the fucking crack, Jay. I was waiting. I was gonna go to bed. I was very close to going to sleep. Then I saw this. You had to get involved. Oh, there's a new trinkets on. Sorry, that wasn't English. Are the new trinkets on? No, they're actually not. I want to test that new trinket that comes from the Halls of Atonement. I'm gonna have to just loot it. I need some Algari, man. I'm not fucking bothering with that. Glad to see the bugs still exist for the scout. Yeah. Yeah. It's so annoying. Will they ever fix that? I highly doubt it. How's the tune not feel? Unholy I didn't notice a lot. There were some packs where I was doing a lot of damage, but that was the same way before anyway. Also, it's kind of annoying that I can't do the same dungeons. Can't do like Dawnbreaker and all that. Because obviously they're the dungeons I know the DPS of. So compare them would be a bit difficult. So I'm going to have to do fucking loads of Gambit dungeons. Which I will do. Don't get me wrong. Jay, literally as soon as the patch hit, I was straight in. We just need a fucking healer, please. Any of you guys, I've got 75 people watching. Surely one of you guys are a healer and you want to come play. I'm just keeping an eye on the DK Discord, see if anybody discovers some tech. Come on. There's big monk changes as well. Passively, monk has now buffed every single physical spec by 3% as well. With their debuff that they put on the target. I think that's pretty nuts. Pretty good though. How's that for you? Is this a unique model? Or is it using the Y-band model? I think it's a unique model. That's sick. The way that it kind of hops about is a bit camp. Do you like that? I think that's cool. I think that's cool. What does the new Soul Reaping do for Soul Reaping? Yes, the change to that. I don't know off the top of my head. I'll... I know exactly the change you're talking about, but it's not showing up on the tooltip there. Oh, there you go. Soul Reaper's execute effect increases the damage of your minions by 10%. So that's you're gonna want to do Soul Reaper when you've got your burst. Outside of Dark Transformation, it's probably not that big of a deal, but inside Dark Transformation, you're definitely gonna want to press that. Even preemptively pressing it first. Minions is the way forward, and I'm here for it. I fucking love minions. To the moon! Sup, Obley, how's it going, mate? Are we still mad? Oh, not with the changes. I'm doing very well. How are you doing? Juan Pablo Sarmiento. No, I'm fucking chuffed with the changes. Chuffed. That's English for happy. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I'm excited to try this frost buff. If I can find just one singular healer. Single target, definitely. Maybe if you were to, just before you cast Legion of Souls, you'd Soul Reap, but you'd want everything to be low health, which is almost going to be never. So I don't think there's any real good scenarios that you can get the Soul Reaper effect in things like Mythic Plus, unless you get it as a mob is dying, bring the buff to the next pack and instantly just rip arse with Legion of Souls. Giga buff instantly clicked after I heard the title. Yeah, man. Take a little look at the Wowhead link that's pinned at the top and have a read of that. Put your eyeballs on that for a second. Only got a massive buff. Just found out you don't mess around with DKs. The community alright. I feel like DK. Do you think DK community is the most aggressive? Just look at the changes. Just like look at the changes like. So is it a buff for Frost AoE for sure? Yeah, definitely. Is it a net buff on a single target? Yeah, it would be. I mean, yeah. I think, yeah, without Frozen Dominion stacking itself up to 5 on one target, you're going to lose out on roughly 30% mastery. But you've got buffed as a whole by 10%, and then a bunch of our other abilities. So I mean, we'll see. We'll see what the testing comes out with. I think Frost is probably going to be like a net neutral. I think, yeah, Frost AoEs is already really good, but don't, you've never heard that from me. Don't say this to John Blizzard. But as single target is also really fucking good as well as Frost. Breath Frost single target is actually nuts. Regarding their love and bias of the specs, absolutely aggressive. Mage, yeah, no, you're right there. I agree. Mages are just fucking old people. If you play a mage, you're old. So is Unholy good now, or is it still only Frost you want to play? I'll be honest, I played one key as Unholy. I can't give you a straight answer. I'm gonna test Frost quick. If I ever get a fucking healer. Let me see if a healer will sign up to Streets. And there's something wrong with like the Gambit. Yeah, the crit scaling on Mastery is good, but I don't think you would like focus on Mastery. Focus on crit. I think it just means that if you have crit, it's fine. I think the only people that would be able to tell you that would be the Simcraft gods. It's actually nuts how much damage Legion of Souls still does on a single target as well. I feel like as soon as there is a second target, you're going to be going straight into Legion of Souls. Because it's easy damage as well. You have to worry about a big fat bloke getting to a mob or moving around. You just have to stay on the target. Crit scaling is good, I think. It makes it easy to gear for both specs. That's right. I'm just seeing into the future, and what I can see is that crit and haste will be the same. Mastery will be best. And therefore, if you have crit mastery gear, use your Frost, you can play that and it'll be okay. But if you don't, and you have haste mastery, you're fucked. You have to kill yourself. So you have to play Unholy. Just shit. How is nobody signing up? I think I won't invite this guy. What if they added something like your crit strike? Crit strike increases the damage of your sudden doom procs by a certain amount. That'd be good, but that would just be mastery. I think that's too close to just being mastery. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take this guy. Oh, bosh, there we go. Winner, winner, dinner, chicken. Let's go. So I won't be able to change to a raid buff fella to fight my spot. So I won't have to change to... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I think there's enough spots in a raid group where you can fit, sure. I'm in every raid that I play of my guild. Mostly. What?
Get in here, you bastard.
I've only got one mana oil, so... Oh, no. What are these? Oh, fibers. I'm debating whether to go rogue or stay DK, but I hate the tuning. Everybody's dooming. I'm gonna hoping and tell you that I think Frost DK is gonna blast. I have very high hopes of Frost DK. If I went to bed at 3 in the morning, but I have work at night, would that be okay? 6 hours. I work from home, so 6 hours sleep. Everyone always dooms. That's why. That's why you like me. I find that if you doom about shit, you just depress yourself. And there's nothing worse than being depressed. Where's this guy at? Fucking come on, mate. Hey, Aubrey, I wanted to know if DK rotation has become easier compared to before. Wouldn't technically no, because you now have 2 additional buttons that you want to press, but it's really easy to decipher when you press them. More than one target, this one. More than one target, this one. Less than one target, this. One target, one target. That's it. This guy good? Alright. Guys, ready to see some fucking damage? With the Obli buff, do you think 2-hand Frost will outperform dual wield? It looks like it could on paper, but I don't know if the play style really heavily favours it, and the 6% stats that you lose. And not having that additional thingy. Oh, that's good. Threw myself a little bit there on that pull. Yeah, so these are the guys you just want to fuck up serious time. Yeah, Frost's doing okay. The breath come back soon. Can't wait. Don't let him cast or you're a weirdo. Oh, never mind. That's nice that it goes away when you kill the guy. You just fucking just let him spawn out and nuke him, I guess, right at the end. Here's an idea for the reskin for Gargants. Bomb Sandy. Yeah, alright. Yeah, fine. Frost Scythe does even more damage in AoE now when it's a killer machine. It does 4 times the amount of damage instead of 3. Was it supposed to do that? Is that a buff or is that like a bug fix? I don't know. Fucking hell, I've got 100 people watching. I've never had that before. That's the most I've ever had. Oh, I could die here. Oh. You know what they should do? Death Grip gives you a killer machine proc in Pillar. Say I'm crazy. How far away does this thing need to be? This is 8, this part. Fucking 8 this bit. I think if you're playing AoE, you're going to maybe want your wield more, because you want more killer machine procs to affect the Frost side. Can I sit this? This Frost side does so much damage in AoE. But in single target, maybe two hand might be the way to go. Because you're using way more obliterates. That sounds like Cook, right? Like friendly scrippable, that'd be sick. Don't ask for too much or you'll get nothing. Death Grip with both buffs, they're so silly. So dumb. Why don't, as DKs, we're very tanky. Don't you think it would make sense that we go for the raid like a 2% damage taken reduction, something like that? That fit the theme, like cold armor or something, like icy armor. Or we give tanks a buff, like an armor buff. I can imagine that would be pretty good. And thank you very much, Miguel. Right, this is where we're going to see the AoE. No, this is where we're going to see the single target. They're doing 10 milli. That fucking hurts. Clean. Look at that. Man, if I get Frost DK nerfed, I'll cry. I don't have much. How much is this? Oh, that does like 2 mil. He's gonna do his phase soon, I'm pretty sure, so I'm not gonna bother popping my cooldowns. Or is he? Fuck it, alright. I wonder if we get that same bug. Just It does make me a bit sick. Blood presence, unholy presence, frost presence as raid buffs. That's such a good idea. Switch between like armor, leech, and like haste, some shit. Remember, every new patch notes, I pray to get rid of Festamite. They love it. I don't think you'll ever see them get rid of that. It's their baby. The only annoying thing about dual wield is you do sometimes stack Killer Machine so fast that you end up pressing an ability to stack Killer Machine, but you procced twice, and then it's a waste. How much does that do? Don't vape. Frost looks amazing now. Don't tell anyone that. No, it doesn't. Frost looks terrible, and we want everybody who works at Blizzard to think that. You might not have a raid buff, but the damage that we're doing is the raid buff. Oh, by the way, this ring kills your pet as Unholy. Are we doing any more on this? That's my bone run. I'm dead. Huh. Alpha Blast seems a bit weak at the moment, and it's a boring spell. Yeah? Nothing, yeah? I think so too. Where are you going? Yeah, that's true. One of each. Well, no. So let's say you can do the presences, but you can only have one presence active at any time from any DK. So you have to bring just one, and it can switch between the three. But if you had two DKs, it wouldn't give you a secondary presence. I've got breath in like 10, so I'm probably gonna not bother. Yeah, it's pretty busted, actually. Bit naughty. Yeah, I mean, you definitely want to spend them. Whether or not you want to spend them in your cooldowns as soon as possible is another question. Oh. Every pack. We're gonna get nerfed. I'm stopping the stream. Buffs? What buffs? I know what you're talking about. Cooldown's coming up soon. Oh, this tank knows what he's doing. Oh! No? do some grippage, but I don't want to die, so I won't. Mate, every time I press Empowering Weapon to double stack my killing machine, I just get another stack. Fucking hell, that guy, that poor wrestler druid must be shitting himself. I'm trying to think of a presence name that fits all three specs. Scourge presence. Possible with Frost Oblit single target. Yeah. So anytime there's a secondary target, Frost Scythe, with one target, Obliterate. It might be different actually now with the buffs, but from what it looks like, 4 times the damage. Then I guess if you want to like focus the damage into one target, that's when you change the Obliterate. Obviously, you need to be somewhat in the cone range so that your Frost Sight will actually cleave. If you've got 2 targets and your Frost Sight won't cleave to the other one, then you may as well press Obliterate. What if I gave DK's... Pally has 3% physical damage reduction, but if I gave DK's 3% magic damage, yeah, that'd be fucking good. That'd be decent. I like that. Infantry cast. I did not see that cast. Didn't even know that cast was a thing. I need some loot for us. You saw me spamming Death Grip there to interrupt that mob, didn't you? I would be so happy if this is a Frost tier next tier. I'll just sit here and do nothing. That is fucking nuts. I love this game. Don't pop again. Pop it one more time. summon ass. That's what I saw there. I remember this mechanic. I would love to read chat. I'm so focused, but I will try and read chat as soon as I can. So Obliterate does about 2 mil for a killing machine. We'll have a look at C. Frost Strike does 1. Frost Sight does 1. Oh, thought I was really dead there. I think it might be Frost Sight on retargets, because Frost Sight is like just a bit lower. I'm going in. Just as I cast my shit, dude. Kill the boss, don't worry about that shit. That's not right. Oh, nice. I can tell you now that is going to be a hell of a lot better than Unholy. Let me read the chat. 100% thought this would be a raid buff where we were getting something like Warlock Stones, like a rune for everyone, or small damage for a weapon. That'd be quite cool. A little rune forge where people click on things, but I think Blizzard probably don't like that people have to like click on stuff. I mean, I don't know. Playing devil's advocate here. This is probably just a stupid theory, but no, I can't imagine that being a bad idea. I just read the news. I'm gassed. What are you saying? Yeah, I'm fucking gassed, mate. How can you not be gassed at that? It's nuts. That damage is silly. Frost Sight damage is crazy. Glacial Advance is slept on as well. I think it's pretty huge to have Runic Overflow over almost anything else here. I will play Frost DK any run. Just the visuals are clean. Exterminate in particular. Yeah, no, this doesn't look like it's... This won't make it to live. Also, I guess I know what I'm doing. These guys might not. I know this spec now because I've been playing the PTR for quite a long time. Doesn't seem like this tuning is going to go live. Yeah, no, for sure. Do any of you know why Unholy was never given the ability to customize pets? Yeah, they should do it like the Necro Lords from Shadowlands. I feel like that would be quite cool. Big boy obliterate crits. What's the highest obliterate crit we got? Really? 1.2 mil. I doubt that. Highest Frost Sight crit? 1.2 mil. Oh no, maximum 2.6. Maximum 3.4. God. That's insane. This is not normally checking PC. I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear. It's better to go dual over two hand. Should we try two hand? Should we play one two hand? I don't want to play the streets, if I'm honest. I am super keen to do Causes of Atonement though. I loved this dungeon back in the day. I'm not seeing an 8mm hit. Where are you seeing the 8mm hit? I could see the 8mm hit from Reaper's Mark. What? Biggest Reaper's Mark crit we got is 41mm. Stupid. You think Frost is easier than Unholy? Yeah. By far. By far. But this, you press it and it just does damage. You don't think about it ever again. Passive, basically. Passive. Yeah, spam that. Basically passive now. Passive. Passive, 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 passive. So many passive abilities. Everything else you kind of like pressing that, press that once, and then you're pressing that. Unholy's still dead even with the buffs. Yeah, cause it's not actually done anything with a single target. The single target is still dog shit, and you still have to choose. With Unholy and Frost, you don't have to choose. This AoE build does a tremendous amount of single target damage. With Unholy, you have to build into single target or AoE. Yeah, actually, that's not mats. You have that's kind of true. Everything's scaled up to 710. I mean, it's 710. That's not even like proper mythic yet. I mean, I'd love to play with somebody who's like sick at. Oh, they're playing with Bond. I was literally about to say I'd love to play with some people that are like they know their spec inside and out, and then probably compare. So this will be that. 10 more burst single target is insane. You're not getting that with Unholy. I'll tell you that for free. I think Reaper's Mark does reduce damage in PvP though. So you're not gonna be able to. You might be able to one-shot someone with Reaper's Mark now because they did buff it for some reason. Is there a way that you play Frostborn's Fury? I don't think so. Like, in the AoE build, to take something out, it's like, what do you take out? You take out Enduring Strength maybe, but you're suffering 8% strength on everything else that you're doing, and everything else is probably going to do more damage than Frostborn's Fury. Think about it this way. That's 1 mil frost damage. That would be 1 mil frost damage when you consume it with Frost Scythe. Killing Machine, even. So it's like, you could press that, or you could press that. It's probably going to do about the same thing. But I've had to suffer somewhere else to do what Frost Scythe can do anyway. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, for you to go into Frostborn's Fury, you just get exactly the same benefit from Frost Scythe, except it's free. Frost looks really fun. It is. It is. That's why I'm so excited to play. I'm so excited for this to be the better spec. What weapons am I running? Live ones. What on in the game? In retail? I've got shit weapons. I think on retail. I think I'm Unholy retail, but I can't wait to switch to crit to Frost. I don't think Rage is worth for more rhymes, so longer breath. Right, so think about it this way: I could have a longer breath, but all my cooldowns have dropped. Breath is not going to be doing that much damage anymore. However, I could have a more powerful breath when all my cooldowns are rolling instead. So when Enduring Strength rolls off, everything else doing 8% more damage. I think if you proc Rage of the Frozen Champion, you get maybe, let's say you got 2 more rhymes because of this. Do you think you're going to get 8% overall additional damage from that, from the 2 seconds additional breath? Not really. I think generating runic power you don't even need either, because you have plenty of resources and you have empowering weapon, so that's not an issue. I think Rage is probably lower value than Enduring Strength. And doing strength, 8% strength after your pillar with everything else doing 8% more damage versus you getting 2 more rhymes, 2 more seconds of breath. Oh, on the I just picked up more the void now because we're gonna do because we're gonna try 2-hand. Otherwise, I'm just using some random one-handers. You could buy some from the PvP vendor or the Nihiloth, the Visions vendor as well. How is Frost on the PTR? It's fucking good, mate. Honestly. Do I need to say any more? Do you think that if Frost and Unholy's numbers are low, they won't be taken for groups because their utility's taken down? Yeah, most definitely. That is kind of how it goes. The only reason Unholy was taken this season was for... I wouldn't even say it's for Abram. I would just say it's because it had a tremendous amount of lucky damage if you were lucky. Don't forget to buy mana oil. I need to get some. Yeah, I need to get some from the auction house because I don't think vendors sell them. I couldn't find one on a vendor. Thank you, mate. Huh, it's only 5. I'll buy them then. But if I'm completely honest, I don't think, with the way that it is right now, you wouldn't want to take a Frost DK. Hanky, grips, good CC, well, okay CC. I mean, single target CC can lock someone down pretty easily. You can go into asphyxiate to accentuate that. And immense damage, and it's all up front as well. Where are we going again? Halls of Atonement. I need a Wii. Out of excitement. Exciting Wii. Is it better to have Frostbane with breath? You could go 2-hand and could go 2-hand with breath for more damage. The trouble is what do you take out of it? Killing streak? But honestly, I don't think I don't see a world where killing streak isn't better than Frostbane. Frostbane does good damage. Frostbane does good damage, but I'd have to maybe take out that. I can't. That. No. Icy Death Torrent. Take Icy Death Torrent off for Frostbane. Basically, what Frostbane does is a cone. It just every now and then Glacial Advance will trigger it, and it will do a cone and just consume all the Shattering Frost stacks in that cone, and just do some damage. But the trouble is, I'm gonna move. If I was to take like, I'm probably not taking the Long Winter off. You'd have to take Killing Streak off. I just don't think it's worth it. Frostbane is strictly a AoE spell. Killing Streak is an AoE and single target spell, and it is good. The fact that it does increased critical strike damage when you consume Killing Machines as well, if you're playing dual wield, super important. Maybe if you're not playing, maybe playing 2-hand, yeah, you could possibly go. Nah, fuck out. I ain't changing. I don't think Frostbane builds generally do that much damage compared to. I've already got some on that. Are you ready? Are you all excited? What's Frostbane? Just new talent. I think I just explained it. I can't remember. No, don't do this. Lots of new things to look at in terms of visuals, the enemy abilities. You see that 3 and 3.2 mil crit with Obliterate. Alright, so in that case, I changed my mind. You're doing Obliterate up until 3 targets still. I'm dead. Help me. Jesus Christ, you're doing almost 4 mil. My God, dead dude. Obliterate's hitting for 4 mil. Offhand and main. No, not. That's crazy. Oh. First death. No good, no good, no good. I remember this being a particularly difficult part of the key. We're blocking a lot of killer machine drops, even with... Oh no. That's no good. That's no good. It's most certainly no good. Got breath back soon. Sad. It's right there. Ah, so it's not so good on single target. I hope they buff to be competitive. Yeah. It's because it doesn't. It only gives you an AoE benefit. This guy's fucking brave, dude. There's no healer. Goddamn, man. I don't like this. Why are people saying Unholy's nerfed to the ground? It was, and now it's just received a buff, so it could be a bit more viable, but I still don't believe in it compared to Frost. Are you planning on making the Empress Frost Guide Season 3? Of course, Alec. Of course. Huh, that's silly. I could probably do better if I knew what the pools were as well. So it's Obliterate, Frost Strike when it's pure single target, otherwise Frost Scythe, Glacial Advance. Glacial Advance is on 2 targets or more, and Frost Scythe, from what we've seen just now, especially on 2-hand, Frost Scythe would be better on 3 targets or more, and I think when you're playing 2-hand it'd be like 4. Yeah, the target cap bursting moves, that's right. It's pretty shit. Try that again. I'll do a gambit. It's a healer from last run. Some synergy I could see would be Rage of the Frozen Champion affecting Cryogenic Chamber, but Cryogenic Chamber doesn't do that much damage anyway, so I wouldn't say it's that important. So look at Frost Scythe, basically, you only use it when it's Killing Machine, really. So it does 160,000, and then it's a crit, which makes it 300,000 damage, and then deals 4 times that amount, so it'll do 1.2 mil. So 1 Killing Machine of Frost Scythe does more damage than Frostbite Fury does. Does 2-hand... Is that supposed to be feel better? Feels fine. You could easily just play both. I don't think there's much of an issue. Your Obliterate damage goes up quite a lot, so I could see 2-hand actually having a pretty decent time in single target. We will hopefully find out in this key. Play 2-hand. How much did Icy Death Taunt do? Yeah, it did a good amount of damage. You could probably go off of Long Winter. Maybe Rage. The only reason I don't think that's actually the case is because you only need to crit your auto attacks 3 times to do the maximum extension that Long Winter can do. And Pillar of Frost is up for 12 seconds. So you get enough auto attacks in that time. Is Sackbrood Biss this season? No. It is not. Might be actually, if they do when the Sims come out, but it's got haste. We don't like haste. I don't think any... Maybe Unholy could have Sackbrood? How did 2-hand compare to dual wield? I would say that 2-hand probably has the edge on single target, only because of the Obliterate damage is increased so much. But I don't know that. I'm speaking purely out of my arse. Also extend your pillar to go with extended remorseless winter. Very true. Very true. I don't think you can change off this. I think this is it. Maybe that. Nah, fuck that. Stupid. Very good point, Jamal. Yeah, out of all the passive trinkets that you've got this season, Unholy for Frost are eating good. There's lots of different choices you can have. But as Unholy, you have the Void Master trinket that procs so infrequently that it's not really that good. And when it does finally proc, you can't really do anything about it if it's not good cooldowns. Versus the Sackroot. So I think the Sackroot would be good for Unholy. But my secret tech to all of you guys is I wouldn't invest too much time in Unholy. Unless there's some serious boss fights that really go with Unholy and the damage profiles, cooldowns and such. I don't think it would be better than Frost. Two-handed to play. That's what we're testing out now. I know a lot of two-hand Andes want it to be. I'll find out for you guys. That's what I'm here for. Oh, what's that? Which one will become stronger next season, Frost or Unholy? If everything stays the same, it'll be Frost. But I doubt it. Don't clip that or send it to anyone. We don't want it to be known. Keep that under wraps. Actually, in case one of you... Let's do that, just in case one of you guys screenshot. I want to see that rep. The pump's big, actually. I think reps, in all the keys that I've done, reps are the ones that beat me. Oh! I've been given Soleil's. Humongous. I need a piss. I need a piss so bad. I can't go.
I need a wee out my willy.
Out 200 will be the play. Yeah. Oh, I guess we're going. Piss in the ball. I'm going to piss in my hands and just keep it there. Let's do the key. I don't know what's going on here. That was such a fucked up burst. I didn't enjoy that. Well,
What have they done with these big fat red rings I don't like? Holy shit, 5 mil. Do you see that? Mil obliterate. This is not going to end well. I'm dead. Every key, man. This key undoable. What is it with this fucking key, dude? Have the... Make the post-spec competitive. Si, senor. No, actually, I don't give a fuck now. I want Frost to be the spec. Just fight these. Just fight this. Like, fucking, who cares? Slow down. Yeah, fleeing mobs are so... Yeah. That's good because I'm still in combat as well. Yeah, imagine I had A-bomb then. Made it. Got there in the end. Oh, looks like crit may be good now. Yeah. For Unholy, it looks like they actually... It's not that it's good, but it looks like it's useful. Like, it's not just a wasted stat, essentially.
Slinging slasher.
I've got breath to this next back as well. Big dog, you want to pull that big guy as well? Still kind of getting used to it when I need to frost scythe. I'm not really keeping an eye on my DPS meter. Are we winning? I know I'm winning right now, but have I been winning? I'm glad you got that reference, Alec. So on Frosty K basically unbind D&D? Yes. You don't need to ever use that ever again. You'd be happy to know. $20 mil, no rep. It's alright. The fact that we don't have to do Death Decay is literally the fucking goat. What on earth? Do we need to stand in that? Do we need to stand in that with them? Oh, that's cool. They've changed that. Oh. Didn't know it changed fucking direction. Forget the mechanic. Ooh. Well, I'm stuck in this tricky spot here. I've got no resources. I've got no friends. Got no bitches. I don't want to use my cooldowns. I'm gonna have to. Oh, it's done. Oh, 5.2 mil crit. Yeah, that's silly. Went for the immoral vape. I don't think that was a very good usage of my cooldowns, I'll be honest. By using a two-handed sword. It's not a two-handed sword. Two-handed mace. And I'm testing it out. I want to see if it's good. I want to see if single target damage is nuts with it, and I think it is. That's not nuts. I don't know realistically what is better. I don't want to pop any cooldowns. It seems like such a silly thing to do. Oh yeah, but they all get scaled up to 710. Oh, okay. Oh, didn't see that. Yeah, everything you put on your body is scaled at 710 anyway, so no issue. Just a bit of damage. Boss is literally almost dead. Oh, it's level 11. I didn't even see that. It was level 12. Robbed him. Fast. Switch to Unholy. Oh, you silly sausage. Oh, really? I got breath coming back. Yeah, put him out, put him out, put him out, put him out. I love how quickly you get Bone Grinder as well. Stop that right now. Unholy Giga buff is pinned at the top there. I still think Frost is better though. We could do an Unholy Key after this if you want. Only considering Frost DK. Sound like a smart guy. You should. Sick. Oh, very excited to make the guide. That's some serious damage to me. I remember this next room. I don't remember how you're supposed to do it. It's do Unfrost better on PTR. It's not inherently better, no. It's just had a buff. Obliterate. Ooh. That's good. I just wanted to try both of them out. See if the playstyle felt like double arse. Felt fine. Okay. He's gonna do this, yeah, shit. Doesn't heal him that much, to be fair. Did they revert the breath change? Yeah, it's not an empower spell anymore, thank fucking god. Although I kind of liked it. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. That's dramatic. Let's pull the boss. Only one thing. Oh, that's two. It changes boss, I think. How? How would you actually get him? I'll finish the boss then. Pretty simple boss. That's kind of troll. I guess you don't want to stand in the direction of like a statue, so they don't hit each other. I don't know, that seems a bit weird. There we go. Big loads of count. Well, there we go. Don't let your hubris get the better of you. Tank. Fuck. I'm just saying, I think Frosty K is going to be a fucking unreal PI target. I'm not just saying that because I want PR. Right, the other guy's gone offline as well. that whole pack was literally me. Does he can still crit mastery? Absolutely. Definitely. I love how this spec is now like a fast-paced. Like Warriors of Heroic Strike back in the day. Is that still a thing? I don't know, I don't play it Warrior. This got to be the last pack, surely. This is not the last pack. This is going to look unbelievable for the overall. Oh! Are you witnessing a two-hand Frosty K? Oh, this is Paul. You are indeed. That's me. Only for this key though. Just wanted to try it out. Both DPS leave right at the end. Nice. Sake. Oh. All the levers on PTR. Because no one cares, isn't it? No one cares, so they'll happily just leave, which is fine. It's PTR, who actually does care. But, I want to see what the fucking overall is at the end. Obviously doing all of that just then, let's bump that up even more. But, Still absolutely shredding. Hope Two-Hand Frost returns to its glory. Well, I mean, you can play it. Like, nothing's going to stop you from playing it because it obviously does good damage. It's quite obvious. Two-Hand doesn't stop you from playing the spec at all. Get loads of Killer Machine procs. Yeah. With dual wield, just get more Killer Machine procs. I want to get the trinket out of this. I want to get the new trinket. I want to test it out. Shut up. Alright, I'm going to go for a piss and then we'll do one more Unholy key. Be right back. Bits. You sometimes wish you could be on the balance team for DK. What do you mean? As in, like, create the spec? Absolutely. I have some... While I've got you guys, actually, what do you think of this? This is what I want Unholy to look like. Okay. Oh, it's bright. Hold on a second. This is basically a script for a video. I want your guys' opinion. Yeah, that list is gone everywhere. Don't worry about it. Okay. Everybody hates... Actually, everybody hates wounds. My theory for an Unholy rework is we use them as a direct way of summoning minions. Alright, hear me out. You create an army of the undead through bursting swords, bursting wounds. Right now they're shit. It just does flat damage, who cares? Get a bit of runic power, who cares? Does a bit of AoE. But if we added like an interesting element to them, where if you actually pop them, they'd summon like a small ad, lasted for a couple of seconds, then it would hit the mob. Wait, let's go down to this bit. So let's say wounds can be popped by either Scourge Strike. So in my fantasy build, there's just Scourge Strike, no Clawing Shadows, no Vamp Strike, just Scourge Strike. Why does Scourge Strike exist if you just replace it instantly with both specs or both the hero talents? And then you have Death Coil. Death Coils are only spender. You don't have Epidemic. Now, so the basic class is still Bursting Strike to generate wounds in single target, Virulent Plague is your dart, Death Coil is your spender, Death and Decay enables AoE. When you're in Death and Decay, cast Death Coil, and it becomes a volley. Like, you become the mages. Right, when Scourge Strike does a little bit of damage, it's now a ranged ability and summons a ghoul when you pop a wound with it. The ghoul will do a large amount of damage over its lifespan. During its life, it can be influenced by buffs and procs. Some talents could do multiple pops, reapply a pop wound, increasing rune regen, something like that. So essentially, it'd be like Doom bidding, but for ghouls all the time. So certain procs might be able to, if you get like a proc and then you spawn a minion after getting that proc, you then might spawn a better minion. Something like Doc Ticks. Death and Decay Ticks might enable you to get like ascend a minion that you already have into like an AoE minion. Grasping Dark Transformation ascends everything you got. Now, popping these wounds would be like the single target, and then the AoE would come from like the Death Coil volleys that you do. But in order to do that AoE, you need to be popping wounds on the target, doing that single target priority damage, which is where all these minions would come from. Once you have enough root power, you can then unleash like a volley of Death Coils onto just everything nearby. Things like Death Rock just be a buff instead of a debuff. That is what I think would be cool for a direction to go. I know everyone hates wounds, but they will never go. Wounds are going to be there forever. I just don't see a world where they get rid of them. I think this is a decent build. Right, let's do a key. Let's do one more key. Was the video you put out testing Frostbane pre-buffs? Yes. But it wouldn't have been today. Frost does stupid amounts of damage. Good though. Frost definitely wasn't struggling. I think they tried to buff it to say sorry for getting rid of a certain bug that made it quite strong. And inherently just buff the shit out of it by accident. I'm gonna just wear normal gear. I'll put that on though. Yeah, I'm not gonna fuck around with anything weird. I'm just gonna do normal haste mastery and see how that goes this time. I don't know what else I could take here. What do you mean don't do normal trinkets? Want to do weird trinkets? I don't know. That doesn't synergize. That doesn't proc correctly. It procs agility instead of strength. I don't think they fixed it. This could be unreal. That could be actually so good now. That's shit. Yeah, I know it doesn't, but there's nothing else I can use at the moment. I have to wait until that crit trinket comes out. That's 1.5. Actually, I would use this. I would use the nether prism, but I can't because it's bugged. So until it gets fixed, I'm just going to keep the House of Cards. Because there'd be no point using Ritual Forge, because I would never use Ritual Forge in the game. When the game goes live, I won't use this. But I will use it until I get something better, which would be the Halls of Atonement. Okay. I think, most likely. Or Funhouse Lens. I could use Funhouse Lens instead. What do we think of the build though? Obviously we're not really going diseases, so there's no point really having Plague Bringer or Ebon Fever. Or is that wrong? Is that bad? Should I do that, actually? I just don't know what I'd take off. I would just take off Death Rock for something else, but that'd be good in single target, I think. Maybe I should try Sand Lane. Should I try that? Would you guys want to see me do Sand Lane instead? Actually, I want to do minions, so we'll stick with riders. I hate to change the SS animation on all races. My god, so cool. And it continues to be cool, but yeah, no. Is that the Scourge Strike? Don't worry, because you go Clawing Shadows anyway. I think that's quite cool. Now I'm getting tired. I had about 2 hours of adrenaline from being changed. Now I'm getting knackered. I need to get a mastery class. How the frost changes? Big. We were already very good, now we're even better. All I can say is I'm not complaining. Do you actually? Fair enough. What was it like before? I should know this, but I don't. Those shoes are actually probably good now. Frost's animation still underwhelming. Yep. It's the Frost Lord Ahoon's side that just kind of goes in like. I've much preferred it when it was the old scythe, but the old scythe would be way too similar to Exterminate, so I understand why they've done it. Don't agree with it, I understand it. They look a bit shit. This guy keeps dying over and over again. I wish the Frost Scythe animation was the animation of Exterminate from Deathwish. It genuinely, now that's how I know you haven't been playing DK very long, because it was, that's not your fault, but it actually was that, and they gave it to Exterminate instead because no one played Frost Scythe, because they realised it's very fucking cool. On live, should you be using Mastery Flask or Haste? I'm sitting at 22k Haste, 90k Mastery. Do you use potions? If you use potions, then you should use an Alchemical Chaos Flask instead. If you don't use potions, then I would say go for a Mastery Flask. It's probably in your best interest. But the reason you do it with potions is because the Alchemical Chaos Flask has more stat. So let me show you. Alchemical Chaos has 3.4k, whereas the Mastery is 2.8. When you use your potion, you get all the other stats, and they're bumped up to 3.4k as well. But to have that for a little while is pretty big enough for you to actually use the Alchemical Chaos instead. Secret tech would be to use Alchemical Chaos while your potion is up, and then when that finishes, put a Flask of Mastery back on. And then, next time you use a potion, put an Alchemical Chaos back on. But that is a lot. Yeah, that explains it, mate. Yeah, so Frost Scythe, I wish I could show you. Frost Scythe used to just be like a big sweeping scythe. And now basically what Exterminate is the same, but it's a different scythe that sweeps. But I can only, yeah, I do wish it was back to that. They're not even listed. Oh, there you go. What, only potion on intermission phase of Mugsy. Oh, I've got a really itchy back. Oh. Yeah, strictly for raid. If you're consistently potioning, I'd say Alchemical Chaos. Getting a bit of a headache from staying up. Oh yeah. Got the old faithful Morgon. It's not that, not them. There we go. Have you ever seen a more clean DK mod in your life? No, you ain't. How are we struggling to find a DPS? Oh. Let's go. Let's see what I get in my vault. PTR vault opening. What if we get a Halls of Atonement trinket from the vault? It's a bit too hard for me. That music was a bit too up in my ears. Ready? Dog shit. Crit verse. It's fucking arse. Oh, what's that? That's the equivalent of sad. Everything's got a socket. Oh, I know what I'll put it in. Hey Obley, I'm sure you'll cover this in the video, but is it kind of like wound build on Unholy likes crit, but minion build still likes haste? Oh, that's a question that I think is a little bit too early to have a proper answer to. I think whether or not how the stats are affected now because of okay, cool, that's cool. I think how the stats affect are going to need to be simmed. I don't think playing with them is going to get a proper good answer. I tried a crit mastery build before and it was alright, it wasn't great, and now I'm going to try haste mastery and see how that goes instead. But I think realistically the best answer you'll get is when the DK Sim Lord does his sim. Right, so the key changes with this build is Menace and Magus now hits 8 nearby enemies. And our crit damage is up a little bit. What else? Legion of Souls damage is increased by a tremendous amount. Silly amount. So that's making me go more into Unholy Aura, Command of the Dead, instead of Mobility and Super Strength. So we'll see how that goes. Where's the scale guy? Huh. That would have been helpful earlier. So many rooms. Hello Ice, I'm doing well, thank you. How are you doing? What is that big thing? Look at that Legion of Souls damage, that's nuts. Very big. Oh. Oh, it's pulling too much. What am I supposed to do here? How do you feel about Unholy now? Huh. I still think Frost is so much better. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's a big buff. It's a buff that's really needed. It's probably gone from like C to B. How many scale binders have we got? Definitely struggling to... The Unholy Giga buff is that we now scale with crit damage through our mastery, which is nuts. And our target cap for things like our mages have been increased by from 4 to 8. It's big. Anything change with Frost? Just generally a damage buff. Nothing playstyle wise. I don't know if Frost will be meta, but I think it would definitely be a good pick. It would do very well in raids. Oh. I knew that was stupid. Not gonna lie, I just don't have as much fun playing Unholy as I do with Frost. Frost is just so much more satisfying when you land all that damage. Unholy not so much. Yeah, I think Unholy is boring. Right, let's see about the single target. Didn't take that long. Yeah, they buffed Unholy today. Literally just now. But they buffed their AoE, not the single target, really. Kind of buffed it through the crit mastery interaction. But this has been such a poor key to show it. Mate, what is this? Fuck this. Holy becomes crit haste as well as Frost to a degree. It'll be nice to that. Nice that situation you have the stats to play both. Yeah, I don't think you'll focus on crit. I just think getting crits feels nicer. So if you have some crit in your gear, it's not so bad. But I think Sims have to come out to really tell us that what you want to do, what you want to focus on. So is Unholy damage competitive to other classes? Because Frost would like to get nerfed. Yeah. From what I can see there. How does it feel? Still feels quite shit, I'll be honest. It's the playstyle of it is not good. We still don't have a raid buff. If you play Desecrate, it's quite awkward. Good, but it's awkward. I think it requires a little bit more planning ahead. Whereas Frost, you just do the damage when it's there. What? What did I just get chunked by? Can we kill it before its phase? Let's see. Oh. Oh, I'm not talented, sorry. Is that trolling? I don't think so. Don't think so. Is it bad that you play a human DK? No, I actually would play a human DK if Magor wasn't so good. I actually think the human model is pretty sick. Ever thought replacing Arcadian with Desecrate is prison? Yeah. Yeah, they don't. I don't know. It's like, it's cool, and it's kind of what you want, so that you can have a full Death and Decay wherever you want. But will I play Frost later on stream? This is going to be the last key for me today. I'm going to go off after this because it is currently 2 AM in the UK. I must go to sleep. I've got work tomorrow. Did they not get rid of the slappy hands? No, so you have Legion of Souls now, which just does AoE around you. It's like Remorseless Winter, but full of shadow. And you only cast it once every minute and a half. Oh, your pet dies here, by the way. The pet hasn't died once. What the fuck? And thanks, Ed. Can't be arsed. It's not what I need at 2 AM in the morning. Yeah, the Slappy Hands will not do any grips though. That's right. Desecrate should have made your D&D follow you. Essentially, technically it does. If you still have the effects of it, then realistically it does. Oh, that's sword toss. Must everyone be dead all the time? 15 seconds till my zombie comes back. What's looking better? Frost. So test Frost later? No, this will be the last key. This is all I'm doing. I'm just doing this one, then going to bed, Paludi. Sorry, brother. But look at the... You can look at the VOD when I go off. And you'll be able to see the Frost testing now. No offense, but if you die anymore, I'm probably going to leave. Because I do want to go to bed. And it's getting a bit ridiculous. See that grip? Did you see that grip? That's why I'm the goat. Jesus. How did that not hit him? Okay, this is not going well. Overall wise, that's what we're looking at right now. In terms of DPS, damage. That's great, I'm doing loads. Is that thing just going to stay there? One of the unfortunate things about Unholy is that a lot of the talents that you've had to pick in order to do well in AoE just don't do anything for you in single target. And he's dead. I'm going to bed. I'm not doing that fucking shit. I'm not probing this. 40 deaths. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck creeps. Yeah, I've had a buff. Definitely. Mage's damage increased by quite a bit. It's not a bigger buff as I wish it would be though. On paper it looked like a massive buff. In play, it seemed like it's doing all a lot. Definitely think Frost is still better. Anyway. Thanks everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I enjoy it. I love streaming. I love streaming for you all. I will definitely have a video on this tomorrow talking about it. But catch you in a bit. Good night. Fucking 2 AM. Will you be dropping a Frost DK guide after 11.2? Of course. Of course. Does the Pope love little kids? Yes. Alright? Most definitely. For both. Anyways, I'm going to bed.